Hi, I'm Tiffany Peterson, and welcome to this session where we're going to talk about how to get out of a funk, right? Inevitably, in every coaching session I've ever had with a client, at some point or another, the question comes up, I'm in a funk. How do I get out of the funk? I feel stuck. I feel unmotivated. I feel tired. I feel whatever, the blahs, right? Where you're just not feeling it and you're not in the zone. You're not feeling the flow. It's just things aren't working as great as you know they can, whether that's in your sales, your relationships, or just simply with yourself. So I want to talk about today 5 things, simple, short, sweet, but 5 key things that I know can help you shift that energy and get back into feeling good and moving towards your goals. So let's look at those. The first one, when you're feeling like you're in a funk, I'm going to invite you to welcome it, right? Versus resisting it. Sometimes when we're feeling a funk, or we're feeling stressed or anxious, or we're feeling blah, or just kind of exhausted, we might try to resist it and cover it and move from it and so forth. I find that my own funk disappears a lot faster if I just simply welcome it, right? Is rather than the resistance. What you resist persists. You may have heard that cute phrase in personal growth before. But what you're resisting tends to stick around. It's as if you're giving it more energy rather than simply welcoming it. All right, it's here. I even have a good friend where she says, throw a party. If you're in the funk, throw a party. Welcome it. Sit down, maybe buy a party hat, and choose to get all the way into that funk or that pity party, as she would call that. But the point is to welcome it, right? Is often for me, many times, just by welcoming it and saying, I'm feeling kind of off. I'm feeling in a funk. I'm feeling kind of anxious or bothered or whatever's up, right? Just by welcoming it, sometimes that in of itself, it dissipates. It's dissolved, right? Because rather than fighting the emotion, I just welcome it. Now, I'm not going to build a house there, right? I'm not going to drive in some deep roots for 10 years, but maybe for 10 minutes, right? Is just to welcome whatever may be up for you. Getting curious about it as well. What's this really about? What's up for me? Maybe where I'm feeling off, but to welcome it rather than resist it. Secondly, definitely the go-to, right, is your self-care. If you're in a funk, a lot of times if I'm tired or my clients are tired and they're saying I'm burnt out, that language to me automatically triggers, well, is your self-care off? Are you doing your morning ritual, your evening rituals? Are you taking time for your body, mind, and spirit, your health, well-being, right? And there may be an area, if you ask right now, what area of my self-care needs a boost? Tune into that, right? Tune into it. What area in my self-care needs a boost? And then do that. That often can help shift it as well. But kind things, whether they're spiritually oriented, that might be prayer, meditation, some journaling, right? Or that might be some, doing something different for your body, your physicality. That might make a difference too. Number 3 is to get moving. If you change up your physical state, you change your emotional state, right? Your emotional state impacts your physical state, and your physical state impacts your emotional state. So if you're feeling like you're in a funk, maybe you need to get up and get moving. Go do some yoga, go for a run, or go on a walk, go on a hike, go work out. But the point is get moving. Move your physical body. In doing so, again, your physicality directly influences your emotional and mental state. So get moving. Now, if you're saying, well, that's the problem, I'm in a funk, I don't feel like getting moving, well, that's where at some point, maybe it's not something big, but maybe even a small something that you could do, like going on a short 10-minute walk, or even getting moving around your house, or maybe you put on little tunes and get dancing in your own kitchen. I've done it. Works, right? Get moving, though. Number 4, I find another powerful way to shift my emotional state, to get out of the funk and back into flow, is to serve someone else, right? Get the attention off of myself. Sometimes those pity parties, right? Pity party for one, where it's all, I'm stressed and what's not working, is to get outside myself. Go serve someone else, right? Go buy someone's coffee in line or their meal at a restaurant, or even make a phone call and just reach out to offer service and love and value. Maybe even praying for somebody or donating to a local cause or charity, that might help shift you as well. But I know for myself, that is a powerful, potent way that helps refocus myself out of that funk and back into a flow state where I'm feeling good and feeling happy and joyful and all that good, juicy stuff. And finally, let's look at number 5. To get you out of that funk and back into flow, number 5 is play, right? Is to get yourself into a different state is the point. And I find that play and doing something fun and joyful for yourself is a fantastic way to shift that energy. Now, we get that some of you might be saying, but I'm under pressure and deadlines. I've got a lot of things to do. I don't have time to play. That's the point. But what you're after in what you're creating and whatever those deadlines are about is you're wanting that juice, right? That creative good juice to help you get done what you want to get done in the first place. So go play. I'm not saying for a month necessarily, but maybe you take the afternoon off. Go to a movie, go get a pedicure, get a massage, get outside, go play, do something fun that you love to do. I love the concept of a joy list, right? Is the idea of different things that bring you joy, but go do something that shifts you. Go play. I know that play is one of those powerful ways to shift our energy right back into feeling good, is that you've shifted your state, you've shifted your focus, which is often where the funk comes from, is what we're focused on, is we shift our focus and we're back into that flow of feeling good and creating and positivity and so forth. These are some key things that I know help me, help my clients, will help you as well, is whatever one speaks to you. Just know that being in a funk occasionally is normal, right? Is that you might feel off and off your game, out of the zone. These are some key things that I know help me, will help you as well. Welcome it, self-care, right? Taking better care of you. Get moving, right? Go serve someone else as well as get outside or even indoors, whatever it may look like for you, but go play will make a big difference. That funk won't last long, right? As you take some action to help you move out of that and change up your focus and your state. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you'd like to stay connected to further tips, tools, resources, I invite you to go to my website, tiffanyspeaks.com, opt in there, and a free training will be sent to your inbox, as well as we'll stay connected with the launch and release of future trainings and tips and events that are coming up. Thanks again for joining in. I'll see you guys soon.